You'll never be a good geometry dash creator if you're not talented. You'll never ever create a good level in your life if you're not an artist. Only talented artists can and will make good levels. If you're neither an artist nor talented, you'll never be a good geometry dash creator. Gosh, that's such a fucked up mindset. But unfortunately, that's a mindset that I have to this day. In my opinion, geometry dash is art. And I think a lot of you can agree with that. I mean, like, it's pretty obvious at this point, and I don't know how you can deny that. And so, logically, if geometry dash is art, that means that if you create levels, you create artworks. Okay, probably not actually. I don't think we can call all levels artworks. I think the better way to say this is that if you create levels, you can create artworks. In that situation, that makes you an artist. And the thing is that I'm not an artist. And so, consequently, that means that I'll never create a good geometry dash level. That's such an horrible mindset, I know. But unfortunately, as I said, this is unfortunately a mindset that I have and that I had for a very long time. But I don't like this mindset. I don't like this idea that only talented people can create good levels and be good level creators. I really don't like this idea. This makes creating and the process of improving at creating just not good at all. I don't know if you understood what I meant by that, but I would much prefer hearing stories about people who were bad at creating, even worse at creating than me, becoming better at creating levels and become the best creators in the game. And I really want to be convinced that this is possible, that you can become a good creator by hard work and a lot of effort, rather than that being something that's already in you. Even though that's also a really cool story, but it makes the idea of being able to create good looking levels unrealistic for me. And so, what I did was simple. I played every single first levels of a bunch of famous creators to see if they were bad in the beginning, to see if they made levels worse than me and hopefully boost my ego in the process, but especially to convince myself that it is possible to improve at creating with training and perseverance. So let's go. Let's get to the first level I'm gonna be talking about in this video. And I'm not gonna say who made it, even though a lot of you might know who made it, but surely not every one of you. The level's called Magic Travel, and yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna tell you why it's bad. First of all, it's very hard to distinguish what's a platform and what's not a platform in this level. It's that the background is very confusing a lot of the time. Like, at one point you think what you're seeing is part of the background, but no, actually it's a platform you have to land on. And sometimes there are moments when you think something is a platform you have to land on, but no, it's just a part of the background. And especially the thing that is very bad with this level is the gameplay. Very buggy and not intuitive at all. But is the decoration good or bad? Honestly, I wouldn't say it looks bad. It doesn't look good, but it doesn't look bad. It's decent, I'd say. But for a first level, this is actually very good decoration. The problem is that it doesn't look very polished. Tidal wave. But honestly, bro, if you have a level that looks like this and it is your first level, for real, bro, keep creating. I'm sure you can improve. And obviously, this is definitely not the very first level that creator has ever built. You don't upload every level you create, and I'm sure a lot of us didn't upload the very first levels we've created to the servers. But this is the first level that creator has ever uploaded online. So yeah, that's still something. Now take a guess at who that creator is. Come on, I'll give you 5 seconds. Well, that person used to go by the username Blizzard and has as a logo a snowflake. That person isn't called Blizzard anymore. He shortened his name. He's called Blee now, for more simplicity. If you're wondering why his logo is a snowflake, well, it's because his first name in GD was Blizzard. blizzard, snow, you get it? Now I'm gonna ask you, how did this guy go from making levels like this to levels like this? By the way, Fuel is my favorite level from Blee, followed very closely by Rage Quit. And you? When I played the first levels from Blee, it was so good, seeing the evolution of his decoration style, and I was also really happy to see that he improved in terms of making gameplay. Well, kinda. In terms of decoration though, there's something I wanna say, but recently with his latest levels, it kinda seems like he got back that bad habit of making the decoration make the gameplay hard to read. For absolute garbage and change of scene it's fine, but yeah, for Final Orbit and Magic Journey, I have some problems. Okay, let's talk about Xender Game now. You guys have to know him. He made levels such as this. This. But also this. And his first level looks like this. Honestly, not that bad. For a level that was made in 1.9, it doesn't look that bad. The gameplay is also pretty decent. It is better than Magic Tribal's gameplay for sure, but if you know Xender Game, it's probably for his boss fight levels. And let me show you his first boss fight level. It is very bad. The gameplay of the boss fight plays horribly, and you can see by the decoration that it was made in very early 2.0. It looks a lot like something a kid would make and that you'd see in the recent tab. Then he made a second boss fight level, and somehow the gameplay of the boss fight here is worse than the first level. So now, tell me, how did this guy go from making something like this to something like this? Like, what the fuck? The glow up, bro. He went from making stuff like this to stuff like this. How? Another creator who kinda also makes boss fight levels, Dolphe, made this level as one of his first boss fight levels. And now he makes levels like this. But also like this. And this. It's a fucking boss fight against Blee, I can't. Oh, and by the way, Glacier 15 is my favorite level from Dolphe. It's so good, you should play it. Not a so well-known creator now. I know I said that I played the first levels of a bunch of famous creators, but I also wanted to play the first levels of this lesser-known creator who is so underrated. They're called Vito918, and they made bangers such as this. And also this. Please, for the love of God, play these two levels I just showed you. They're so good. This person is so underrated. But out of all the first levels from the creators that I played, they're the one who made the weirdest and most abstract shit I've ever seen. Like, look at this level. It's called Lost Step and it is genuinely very creepy. Like, play it yourself and you'll know what I mean. It's also especially because of the music, which is very creepy, and it was made by water flames somehow. And also, look at this. I don't know, the atmosphere is very something, I don't know how to explain it. Audiovisual's levels were also kinda similar, but oh my god, is the gameplay awful in these levels. You know what did I notice from the first levels from all of these creators that I played? They share this exact same problem. They have interesting decorations, but awful gameplay. By awful, I mean that they're very buggy, and you can tell that they weren't properly playtested. But I guess we can excuse that since they were only beginners at the time. But even though they were beginners, how the hell did they manage to do lots of interesting stuffs in terms of decoration? Okay, it's nothing outstanding, nor well executed, nor very polished, but the deco and the effects are still something. You could say it's bad, but I wouldn't call it bad. Personally, I think it's very impressive for beginners. Okay, actually some of the deco of some levels were actually bad, but I admire the fact that even though what they created weren't perfect, at least they tried to create something. And that is also another common point that I noticed from all of these creators. It's that they were just messing around with the editor, and by doing that, they learned how to use it, and then they improved, and now they're where they are right now. They mastered the editor. So, now, after I played all these levels and see how these creators evolved, did my ego get boosted? No. But do I still believe that being able to create good Geometry Dash levels is just all about talent? Well, unfortunately, as much as I want to be proven wrong, I still have one question that I want to know the answer to really convince myself that it's not just all about talent. How the hell do you even improve at art? You know, something I always believed for a long time was that to become a good artist and to be able to draw good art, you have to be talented. And so, consequently, in my head, every artists are talented. I mean, how can someone normal draw stuffs that are this cool? Like, seriously, I have to say it. Artists are just built different, bro. I could never in my life be able to draw stuffs like this. And I just don't understand how they're able to do this. And this is that. This incomprehension of how they're able to draw stuffs like that. And how did they improve to achieve this level of art? That makes me not relate to them. It makes the idea of being able to create good art unrealistic to me. And so, that's the problem of why I'm still not quite convinced that to become a good creator and to create good levels is not just all about talent. Because I don't understand how you can even improve at art in the first place. Do you have to draw more? Or can you improve at drawing by learning how to draw better? Can I, someone who never draws, will be able to be better at drawing by simply starting to learn how to draw today? Well, to answer these questions, I asked one of my art friends his opinions on the subject of improving at art. And he said this: everyone can learn how to draw. It's all just about learning the right methods and techniques, and of course, practice. And the most important thing he said, I think, is this. It's that you gotta have the will to improve at art. And I fucking agree with this. This is the reason why now I don't believe art, and by extension being able to create good levels, is just all about talent anymore. And I'm so fucking happy about that. This is the argument I needed to hear to convince myself that you don't have to be talented to become a good creator. And you know what else did he say? That talent does not exist, and that it's very unlikely that someone can be good at art from birth. Art is something that you learn how to do, and that it is all about willpower. But especially, and that's what I think, love and passion. As I said earlier, I'm someone who doesn't draw at all. And drawing is not something that interests me a lot. And even though at one point I had this charming idea to learn how to draw, because I thought that would be very cool, I never went through with it. Same for decorating levels. I enjoy creating gameplay, but when it comes to decoration, it's always the part when I give up the most and never truly go through with. And even though there were many times when I'd get inspired to create a new level because of a new song I've listened, and I would often imagine it with insane groundbreaking decoration, sometimes I'd finish the gameplay of that level, but never try to decorate. And when I try to decorate, either I give up very quickly or I'm just not satisfied with myself. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. But this probably just means one thing. Decorating is just not my thing. And by that I don't mean that it's because I'm not gifted with the talent to decorate, but that it is not something that interests me that much and that I don't enjoy doing as much as playing. And that is what sets all these good creators apart from us. It's that they have the passion of creating levels. They love creating levels since their very first years of playing the game. It's what they enjoy the most in this game. And if you who are watching this video right now, and by the way, if you're still watching, please like and subscribe. But yes, you who are watching this video right now, if you really love creating, if that's what you love doing the most in Geometry Dash, but you see that your levels aren't as good compared to other creators' levels, I'm telling you bro, what matters the most is that you have fun creating. Even if the levels you create are very bad in terms of gameplay and decoration, as long as you had fun making them and that you're proud of them, I think that's the best thing that can happen to you. Like, actually, you just won. Okay, by that I'm not implying that if people are giving you constructive criticisms on your levels, you should just ignore these people, but at the end of the day, Geometry Dash is just a game, and games are meant to be played for fun. And I'm telling you bro, if you love creating, and if you want to improve at creating, I'm telling you, you are going to improve. Of course, this is not going to be easy. This is even going to be really hard. But just look at the best creators in the game. They were bad, but they loved creating. And so, naturally, by creating more and more, they improved and are at the level where they are right now. So, to all aspiring creators watching this, go mess around with the editor. Go watch tutorials, go ask advice to other fellow creators, create tons of levels. I'm not a creator myself, so I don't know how precisely you can improve at creating, but I hope that one day you'll achieve your dream of becoming a good creator. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and let's hope I'm not gonna vanish for the next million years to come.